Have people ever said things like, "You're too quiet, you're overthinking again, you're too sensitive," or maybe the one that stayed with you the longest? Why are you so different? And here's what I want to ask you. Did you ever stop and wonder, what if they're asking the wrong question? Because maybe you were never supposed to fit into a world that barely notices itself. Stay with me for a minute. I think this might explain more about your life than you expect. Have you ever walked into a room and somehow knew something felt off, even though everyone else was laughing? Or someone tells you, "I'm fine," and everyone believes them, except you. Not because they said anything strange, but because something didn't match. A pause, a look, a tiny breath, something you can't even explain. And then you spend the rest of the day thinking, why can't I just let it go? Trust me, if you've ever asked yourself that, you're not the only one. You know what's strange? Most people experience a conversation once. You experience it 10 more times after it's already over. You replay the words, the silence between the words, the expression they tried to hide, the feeling you couldn't shake. While everyone else has already forgotten the moment, your mind is still trying to understand it. And after a while, you start thinking something must be wrong with you. Can I tell you something? I don't think you're different because you think too much. I think you notice too much. There's a difference. Most people hear what someone says. Your mind quietly pays attention to everything they never said. That's not a flaw. That's awareness. The problem isn't noticing. The problem is what happens next. Because somewhere along the way, your brain started believing that if you noticed someone's pain, it became your responsibility. If you sensed they were struggling, you had to fix it. If you saw someone pulling away, you had to hold everything together. Do you have any idea how exhausting that is? You're carrying emotions that were never yours to carry. No wonder you're tired. Here's the part I really hope you remember. Just because you can read the room doesn't mean you're responsible for everyone in it. Not every silence needs your comfort. Not every hidden emotion needs your attention. Not every storm you see coming is one you're supposed to stand in. Think about that for a second, because that single idea changes everything. Maybe you don't feel different because something is wrong with you. Maybe you feel different because you've been confusing awareness with responsibility. And once you learn the difference, something beautiful happens. You still notice everything, but you stop carrying everything. Your sensitivity doesn't disappear. It finally has healthy boundaries. And what used to feel like your greatest burden quietly becomes one of your greatest strengths. If this conversation helped you understand yourself a little better, subscribe to Thought Beyond for more psychology that helps you understand yourself and the people around you. And if someone came to mind while you were watching this, share this video with them. It might explain something they've never been able to put into words. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.